What's up, guys? I got a treat for you today. Ooh, a good one, hopefully. I literally only have 2 hours. Stopped in one of my favorite places throughout the country. We're up north right now fishing a natural lake, and I got one of my best buddies, Dan Quinn, also my boss from Rapala, but a buddy of mine that catches him day in and day out, and though he's a pro staff manager, he's also a great dude and a pretty dang good fisherman. So he's back there about getting everything ready to roll. We literally have 2 hours to fish. It's all we have. And so I want to go in depth a little bit about the all new, which the last couple of years, brand new Tokyo Rig from VMC. It's been around for a little while. They've done a few things a little bit different, and some people are having a tough time like understanding, like, do you do this? What baits do you throw on it? So on and so forth. Hopefully we can show you a little bit about that. So I might even learn a little bit myself, because Dan Quinn, this sun gun, is the master Tokyo rigger. Simple as that. Say what up, DQ.
What's up?
So we're gonna go have some fun. We'll see you guys soon. You're good. All right, so what we need first is a couple different options of baits. Crack and craws, largo shads, some bandito bugs. We're good. Okay, check, check, check. Those are a couple good solids. This one right there. In the fall. Oh, don't you worry. Hey, Blue Baby. That's how you gotta get him. Blue Baby is like one of the best northern colors, just because like a bluegill.
I agree.
Don't you think so?
Green pumpkin with a little light blue to it is just an awesome.
It's just like, it's money. And then like that, like in the fall, sometimes I don't know why they eat them in the fall in those northern lakes, like a little orange. But I mean, like they'll eat it anytime, but it seems like in the fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little orange on like plastics and jigs. Maybe the crawfish or
like they, yeah, something like that. So how to rig the Tokyo Rig, pretty simple. Dan's already got it set up. Now, he's got it set up where that's a 4-aught.
Yep, 4-aught.
And I'll show you guys a little bit closer. Just a little slow right here. I know it's gonna look, there you go, perfect. All right, so he's got the 4-aught right there. He's got, basically those are two like 3/8 ounce VMC tungsten weights. That's what it looks like to me. And then it has like a swivel right here. It's already connected to like a little ring. So what this is doing is basically, your bait is free swinging, okay? So you always have that bait and that action moving. And so a lot of times when you're using a lot of weight, especially anything over a half, and you're Texas rigging it, you don't always have the best hookup ratio. Sometimes I would tend to pop the fish's mouth open, especially with the even bigger weights, the 1 ouncers, the 1.5 ounce, punching. And the technique was first started out being a big thing was about punching, you know, right? I mean, like back in punching, yeah. A lot of like milfoil, actually more like hydrilla, hyacinth mats. And the whole thing behind it was the fact that, yeah, you don't have this big weight up here, you have it below the bait. And when the fish gets it, you set the hook, and you just have hook. So way better hookup ratio. But now a lot of us, including DQ, we've sort of messed around with it a little bit, and it has done multiple different things. It's evolved into throwing swim baits like the largo shad on it, throwing little baby swim baits when they're eating smaller bait like a 3-inch. I mean, there's literally craws. You got so many different things. You can throw so much, and that is what's so unique about this. And also, I'll tell you what, it's really, really good for using when you're throwing a hard head. Like rather than a hard head, imagine a hard head, what it would do, or swinging a rugby, you're gonna have it's a swing head. And what happens is, if you're reeling around on rock, this weight is below it, again, bouncing on the rock, making all that noise, and it's swinging up here, and that fish grabs it. You don't have that big head right here. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love a swinging rugby head, don't get me wrong, but this thing is awesome. It really does give you multiple different ways to fish, different presentations. So
it stays on bottom so much better, which I don't know how to explain it.
It's just like,
but once you see it, you'll believe it.
It's just something crazy.
30 feet of water.
It just stays on bottom.
Right here, you just reel it like a crankbait.
And then
3-inch largo swimming down there. When the smallmouth gets set up in the fall.
Uh-oh.
Lights out.
Yes.
This right here.
The son of a gun. So Dan, it comes basically set up like this right here. So this is like a 4-aught. You see it's like a straight wire. This is actually a new cylinder weight from VMC. So, you know, before, a lot of times we would combine weights, and that way, you know, sort of see how we have this one set up butt to butt. That's sort of nice to have in that grass, so that way you're not getting hung up all the time. You want the pointy end down and up, so that way when you're going down into the grass or pulling it out of the grass, you're not getting hung up. It just sort of keeps it clean. And the cylinder weight does just that in one. So VMC came out with tungsten cylinder weight. I think this one's a half, maybe even closer to a 3/4. But regardless, this is just basically one single weight. Also great for Mojo rigging, Carolina rigging, and all that stuff. But if you're into the Tokyo rigging market and you are looking for some weights, the cylinder weight is great for rock, great for grass, and is definitely changed a little bit of the way that game is done. So anyway, without further ado, let's tie one on. I'm gonna do it all brand new one. I got one right here. What's your favorite like setup as far as like, you throw like a 7.6? Do you throw a heavy action rod? Do you throw
I do, I think it's personal preference, but I like a 7.3, 7.6, medium heavy. You can really give it to them.
Medium heavy to a heavy action, you know, 17-pound line, depending on.
I use a lot of 17. That new Suffix Advanced Fluoro.
That is the deal, no doubt. You guys have seen me rigging up with the Suffix Advanced Fluoro all year long, and now it is officially out. So
when I do fish like this deep swim bait,
yeah,
and I'm talking 30, 35 feet,
yeah,
and I don't know, maybe not everyone likes this, but I like a 30-pound braid.
Really?
About a 10-foot leader of like 14. Just thinner diameter, helps you keep it down.
Keep it down a little bit more.
It's not a floating braid, so it doesn't. You're not fighting it, but boy, it just stays glued to the bottom. You can spool your reel with this thing. It just.
You throw like a 4-carbon leader on it, and then just. Whoosh.
Yeah, maybe like a 10-foot fluoro leader.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
It's been bulletproof. I have not had a single issue with it.
You tying a FG knot?
No, I just do it Alberto.
Alberto works good. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna tie this guy on. Now, if you buy a few of these and you really like it, Dan has done and taught me a little bit about, is actually just pre-rigging a lot of the setups. Like this one right here, he already has it pre-rigged, ready to roll. All right, so I'm gonna put a cylinder.
You can get away with a lighter weight than you would if you were Texas rigging, for sure.
You feel like that? See, that's what I'm trying to learn.
Physics, it's the ball and chain thing. Your line is here.
So you don't need as much.
Here. Yeah.
All you do is this little weight right there. Slide it on, grab you a pair of good pliers. And so this is where you bend him down towards the bottom. Now, some people will keep it like that, but the problem is with that is that's gonna hang up on a lot of grass. You know, so if you're fishing a lot of grass, rock's not gonna be as big a deal, but grass, you wanna actually pinch him over to where, like Danny has. Now, I've learned a lot of that from Danny, so there we go. Bam. I'm gonna pinch him a little bit more. There you go, just like that. Okay, now bait selection, because a lot of these fish are probably eating on bluegills, a Bandito Bug. So since Dan is throwing blue baby, I'm gonna switch it up. It's a little bit low light. I'm gonna go with the crawdad color because I'm gonna go outside the box. I'm gonna see if he starts whooping me, you know I'm gonna switch really quickly. Good to go. 17-pound line, lighter line when you're out deeper. Let's see if we can't catch a few of these guys. Unbelievable. Man. All right, y'all. I just literally were testing a new prototype crankbait, and I made like one cast and caught this guy, and he went jumping in my rod box. He's trying to go back to dang Tennessee.
Stowaway.
Stowaway. You can't do that, bud. You can't live in there. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. This is the deal. Just got done rigging the Tokyo rigs up. Dan's already ready to go. He's hyper this morning. He's drinking a lot of coffee. So guys are ready to go, and I am too. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little challenge, buddy. We're gonna have a little challenge. We're gonna make this a little fun. On top of trying to teach you a few things about the Tokyo rig, we're gonna do this. We only have an hour and a half now. Time's a ticking. Got to drive a long ways back home. 5 fish. First one to 5 bass wins. You in?
I'm in.
Let's do it. 5 fish. Let's see what happens. Oh, we gotta beat him. I don't like losing to this son gun. Let's go. All right. Let the fun begin. Pitch it way out there. So what we got right here, you got a little point, got a little of coontail, and so these fish, a lot of times will set up on these little contour lines, and I assume they're eating bluegill, right?
Bluegills primarily.
Bluegills.
And actually bullheads.
Bullheads.
Been catching a lot of bullheads. big bullheads. Little bull sharks.
Those are like little catfish.
Yeah.
Is that what it is, basically? So
I hear a lot about it. I don't know if they. I think they live all over the country, but man, do big bass love big bullheads.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know. Down south, you know, we obviously have a lot of gizzards, so they probably prefer a gizzard, but a bullhead might be a pattern that I'm not on.
Yeah, it's hard to pattern them, but when you're catching a lot of bullheads, you're often going to catch some nice big bass too.
So like we're literally just hopping this thing around right now, but
What's cool is you can bomb it out over a hard bottom point,
It's real
like a
sucker.
swinging rugby.
Yeah.
And if you hit weeds, you're throwing the same, the right bait for that too.
You're switching it out, pulling it up. Yep.
Super versatile.
Trust me, I've fished it a little bit. You know, down on Chickamauga, I fished it a little bit flipping grass. I fished it a little bit on northern lakes, flipping milfoil. And this winter, really last winter, basically, I got set up where I'm like, man, this is the deal on those little hard places. I could reel it around, and it was just like almost every bite you got while you were reeling it like a swinging rugby, you would catch. Where a lot of times, you know, you set the hook on, you know, one and you miss him, or you that big head, you got 3/4 or 1 ounce head, and it's like it blows your mouth open and you don't catch them. So
yeah, it worked.
okay, now all I gotta worry about is beating you though. Danny boy. Oh, there's a little bit of grass, huh? So they've been just up on that stuff, huh?
Yeah, they've been kind of milling around. I mean, I guess most of them are a little tighter to the trees.
Okay, they are. Danny's trying to, oh, son of a gun.
I wasn't sure on that one.
He's trying to draw first blood, I see you.
Height.
On the bottom, right there. Go down to the bottom. It seemed like there was a decent more grass, like a little good, better grass edge, like right there, though. Oh, like on this side, maybe? Is that right?
This right in here was nuts last time I was here. That half has just been off.
Really?
I don't know why.
Oh man, there's 12 boat tournament out here. Watch out. It's like, Dan's like, can I get in?
You've never invited me to that.
It's like, wait, why don't you let me in on that, buddy?
Oh.
You had you on. I had one biting right there too. Oh, good one. Cool. Oh, dang.
What happened? It broke the line?
Whatever that was
Was
big.
it a big spike maybe?
Had to been, dude. Cause I'm talking this. I set the hook and it felt like one of them 15 younders. I set the hook, I was like, woo, anyway, woo, woo, woo.
There's big pike in here.
Okay, that makes sense, because that sucker right, he must have ate the whole dang deal. Oh, that was a big son of a gun.
Ooh.
Woof.
It was really fun. I mean, this is what more could you want? We're skipping your frogs through this, right?
Oh, I know. Dang. Man, they're up in there. Somebody's running around like a madman. Go ahead and bite it, you suckers. There's a lot of bluegill out here too. There's a lot of fish out this way.
I mean, the trees just haven't been as good lately, but
Yeah, I just figured.
yeah, obviously it's good cover for them.
It's so hard for a bass fisherman to not see a tree like that and not flip through it.
Really?
It's like, dang it. I'm just out here on this outside wheel line, and Dan just wobbing an angry Tokyo rig up in there in the trees. I'm like, well, I'm gonna find him out here, Dan. Dan's like, screw it. I'm freaking pitching to those trees. It's more fun. I'm gonna drag my stuff out in here. In this grass. Oh, dude. Yeah, that was a bite.
I think that cylinder weight's a better program.
Dude, for that 3/8 is killer. Way better program for grass.
Yeah.
Like you can just snap it through there, you feel it real good. Especially coontail, because like it's just something that really does like goes to that grass so much more like than like it's just a slender profile. You don't have the weight separating or anything like that.
Right. And that's I've noticed that if you get a bend in between, it'll separate your weights, and then you gotta.
Then all of a sudden it's just like, you know.
Just hanging on everything.
Yeah, I really think that cylinder. I'm gonna have like a ton of these little cylinder weights, just because.
You could potentially put like a clacker on top of it or below it or something. Little brass.
Click, 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 click. We gotta be quiet about that stuff, man. We'll probably catch one on doing that. All right, let's keep going. Uh-oh. Danny done.
Dude, look how deep you hooked him.
That's freaking unbelievable.
That thing's not coming off.
That sucker was. Hey, you got him good on that sucker. Unbelievable. Showing off, you sucker. You unbelievable. Unreal. Steal my bass. I had one right there, and Dan just flips in there and whap.
Where was that bite, Jake?
Yeah, where was that bite? Oh, buddy, old pal.
Well, he wanted it.
He was not playing. I'll make sure there's not a couple of them through there. Come here, Mr. Bass. Oop. Uh-oh. Got him. All right. Here we go. 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
2-pounder.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Got a school of them.
Uh-oh. We might have found one. Oh, no. Oh, 2. Dan's trying to mess me up on this. I was like 2 flips in a row, so there you go. That's a little better one. Literally bit it like as soon as it went in there, like not playing around at all.
Got the right attitude.
I like those kind. That's on that faster falling one. Get them fired up. Let's go, guys. That thing does hook them so good.
It's pretty cool.
All right, so it sort of looks like we're out here just pitching around. Let me save this clip. All right, guys. Got another one. Oh, this might be a quick little deal with 5 of them. Let's see how this goes. That's a good one. Solid fish. All right, picked up a little Bandito Bug. I had to switch that blue baby. I didn't like Dan whooping up on me yet. They're so tightly packed. It's interesting.
They kind of seem to be. Just like
right
right
in that
there.
little zone. Like right in that little zone where you're at. All right, so it sort of looks like, you know, we're out here on this outside, you know, just fishing down the bank sort of kind of. But what you actually have is you actually have a weed line. A lot of that's coontail. Some of it's a little bit of milfoil, I guess, potentially.
Most lakes, not out here though.
Really?
No. I would say for this Minnesota, Wisconsin fishing, this outside weed line is the primary summer pattern.
It just this is how it is.
A lot of times you find where there's rock or hard bottom nearby.
It's even better.
Kind of the juice hole, but they love coontail up here.
That's crazy. Get out.
Move around in it, hang out, take
Just
a nap, eat a bluegill.
Go back, just chilling out. I like it a lot. And I like that Tokyo Rig too. The Tokyo Rig jacked him right there in that corner. Gosh, dang. There we go. It's a good one. All right, I gotta get another Bandito Bug, Dan. Hey, listen, so we had this whole thing, we're gonna do 5, and I'm just thinking we're just gonna go catch them until we can not catch them anymore. It's fun though. Gosh, dang, these fish. You definitely have to work harder. I had that 3/8 on, and it's a little bit easier to work through that grass. And I got this 3/4 on now. Definitely a little harder to get him through there.
Punching down more into it.
Yeah, just, you know, dragging more into it. That's the thing. It's like that's that color, a natural color. See that? That's the one you're throwing. And it's green pumpkin blue with like more of like a white or just like tan back. So it looks like a blue too.
Yeah, that's a nice color.
Yeah, there's some right there. So it might look like we're just pitching out here in the middle of nowhere, but what you actually have is you have like a little edge. So you have inside weed line right over here, outside weed line right here. So there's bushes and stuff, the water's up, but that's just something these fish will set up on. They'll get out here and you're hopping around looking for a school of fish. And right now, you know, this coontail is not real thick. So if you have really thick coontail or really thick milfoil, you know, you're actually gonna make smaller pitches because you wanna have a vertical fall. you know, and you don't want that line staying out there. But when it's, you know, a couple feet, 2, 3, 4 feet off the bottom, you sort of like pick up that Tokyo rig and sort of can snap it around with that 3/8 ounce, you know, cylinder weight, and that's the deal. So that's the little setup, you know, little 3/8 ounce. We're fishing about 4 to 10 feet of water, and just looking for these tightly grouped packs of fish. Oh, there's one. Whoa! Sorry, buddy. All right, guys, that is 5 of them.
Oh,
but
is it 5?
That's 5. And he stole your bug. It's okay. But we're having too much fun, and we're not going to end on this little guy. So I think we keep on going. What do you think, DQ?
I think we keep
I think we keep on going. I'm not ready to go drive 14, 15 hours. I think we got to make this worthwhile. 5, we got to catch a couple bigs.
They're in here.
I know. I'm ready. Dude, look at this sucker right here. You freaking punk. You ain't gonna do that crap to me. Go ahead and down there and bite that son again, you. What's that like right there? That's grass? There's a culvert right there too. Is it the culvert? I don't know. Is there multiple?
I think it's just one.
Like that one behind the wood?
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep.
That one. I seen that. You sucker. Danny. Dang, you had to sneak one in there and catch one. We had to go to the bank, flip one up. This stuff looked too good.
Couldn't help it.
I couldn't help myself. Any normal largemouth fisherman, if you see like a lot of cover, it's hard not to be like, let me just go flip that little bit of wood, a little tree. It's hard not to do it, man. These bushes. Whew, bluegills up in there. Unreal. Just a fun day. Couple hours, like literally hour. Caught whatever, 8 of them. Tokyo rig. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. There you go. Oh, Tokyo rig in the face. What's up, DQ? That's what's up.
Heck yeah.
Unreal. There we go. Right in time. We had 2 hours. 2 hours to make it happen. I said I want to catch one big one up here on this Northern Lakes. We got us one. Damn. That's what's up. I said I seen him move. Alright. That'd be freaking so much fun there set up. In these bushes. I fished that grass. Messing around. We ignored the obvious. That's what's up though. Good. Hey, look at that. Y'all see where that sucker's at? I mean, I'm talking through the skull. That's OV. You couldn't hook them better than that. OV. And then just give them a little pop. Good 2-pounder. My man. Get on back down in there. And now I'm like, I almost have to leave. Really? All right, so we decided to go shallow and flip bushes. Water's been up, been high all year. In a lot of places in the states across the country, and these fish are up here in the bushes. So a Tokyo rig is making quick work of them, and then I'm sitting over here. But you would think like a tree like this, you'd think you'd come out of there like that. Unreal. Like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, we should flip these bushes.
Because they're all going to move up in them. So just go up in here and just pitch around. Okay, let's do it. Dang, these dang cameras. Dude, that's the thing. They do get hooked. Gosh. I actually like that 2-aught even better. Oh, so gun. Play me like a little fiddle. All right, go ahead and step up there, sucker. He gets you too? Look at you, Dan. Work out.
He just spit out your Bandito Bug.
Sorry, sucker. He spit out, literally that fish spit out the Bandito Bug.
He did. It's right over there.
I'm sorry, sucker. No, spit out my Bandito. Punk. He flipped in there and caught him. Sucker was not playing no games. He said, "Doink."
There's supposed to be some big ones in here.
That's what you told me. It's so much fun flipping it, though.
It really is.
Like,
this would be fun, I bet. There's still a frog bite to happen. Frogs start coming back to the lake. It might be happening now.
Frogs?
Yeah, like the leopard frogs and green frogs.
What?
They leave the lake and go in the woods.
What?
There'll be a week where when the frogs are coming back, every single predator fish in the lake is like in a foot of water.
Huh?
Oh, it's incredible.
What?
Walleyes, pike, bass. It's really amazing.
Shut up, DQ. I'm killing me, man. Legitimately, there's.
It's early fall.
It's almost.
When it happens, it's nuts. Guys duck hunting, we're figuring it out.
Huh.
They're sitting in their blind or whatever, shallow, and wow.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. There's gotta be a freaking bazillion of them in here. How is it not just like you flip in there? Oh. Tree shaker, bro. Oh. That's so much fun. Unreal. The tree's just gone.
It looked like a monkey climbing up it.
That's so much fun. I was like, what the heck's going on? It's like, That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm like way up on this bush line. That's the hook right there. Magnum, Danny. I thought you said this was supposed to be the big fish tree.
Well.
Let's ride it. 10:40, so it's all good. All right, guys. It's come to that time. 2 hours. It was from 8:30. It is 10:40 right now, so a little bit over 2 hours. Caught about 15 bass or so. That's a lot of bass in 2 hours, that's for sure. Not everywhere in the country you can go and catch that many bass, and caught one pretty solid one flipping bushes. You know, we were throwing that VMC Tokyo Rig. I was throwing the 2-aught on the Bandito Bug, and one thing that was really cool about that is normally I'm not going to throw a smaller hook on that Bandito Bug, but when you're around those bushes and around that grass, when you hooked them, you really got them, and you could get into that heavy cover a little bit easier. We were started out on the coontail, because the coontail is really what a lot of these fish really tend to gang up on and school up on in the summertime. So, but it seemed like those bluegill weren't really there.
We didn't see them out on the edge of the weeds like I had been through the summer. That's the normal program, but we saw them up shallow. We went up shallow and we started getting bit. So
exactly. So caught our biggest fish up there. Dan is one of my best buddies, and we have a great time no matter what. We go out there on the water, but to spend a couple hours on the water, man, towards the end of the season, you know, crack a few fish, make a pit stop. I really appreciate taking the time and coming out here, dude. It's been a blast, but
absolutely.
I got a 14-hour drive to get home, and that son of a gun right there, it's not going to drive itself. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.